Celtics rookie Robert Williams got his first look at one of the best big men, if not the best big men in the NBA. And here to break things down is Jimmy, Chris. This segment is brought to you by 1-in-100. Head over to 1-in-100.co where you can win tickets to future Celtics games, Bruins tickets, Patriots tickets, and speaking of Bruins, the Winter Classic.
A big Bruins ticket.
Yes.
South Bend.
All
a big Bruins ticket package.
That's a
to
no-brainer.
see the Winter Classic.
Airfare.
You can't ask for a better deal,
Hotel.
right? I mean, everything
That's a
paid
no-brainer.
for. That's 1-in-100.co. Get signed up today if you haven't
I'm putting in
already.
a few raffle
Online
tickets.
raffle, 1-in-100. Gentlemen, Robert Williams, we
Timelord.
knew going into it. That's right.
What time is it?
How many? Man, we can
Trick
do a
question.
whole
Time doesn't
segment
exist.
on what Twitter had to
we
say about
really
what Robert
could.
Williams did tonight.
It's
But
awesome.
let's keep it basketball related, of course,
Okay.
and talk about
try.
what he did against Anthony Davis. I mean, a couple of blocks for starters, but also valuable minutes, of course. 11 rebounds, 7 points. What is your impression here? I mean, obviously this is a young, standout big man in this game, but against the Pelicans and against Anthony Davis, what was your take on it?
I mean, really shorthanded tonight the Celtics were, and Williams gets his real first assignment, and it just happens to be Anthony Davis, probably the best big man in the NBA.
Which is what you want to see,
and
too,
he
right?
Throwing him in the fire.
He
Right.
handled it really well for majority of the game. I don't know what Davis finished with on the glass, but he beat him on the glass. He beat him on the glass. He didn't beat him in the point category, but he beat him on the glass for majority of the game. He somehow, throughout at least the first half matchup with him, didn't have any fouls. Got a couple blocks on him, and he looked really comfortable. It was honestly really impressive. I was impressed by his discipline on the defensive end.
Yes,
And
Stevens gave him props, right?
Yeah.
Well, what did he hold him to, Jimmy? Let us know what he say about
I don't
what
know. I
Williams
wasn't
did.
there for
'cause
Stevens.
You,
so
you weren't there for.
I wasn't there for
Well,
Stevens.
okay, I'll
so.
let you know then, because I don't know if you were there, Chris, but he also Stevens talked about the fact that he held him to 40 points. So that's pretty good.
I know what you're asking.
Oh, that's a
That's
great
classic
joke.
Brad
That's a
Stevens,
great Brad
bringing him
Stevens
right
joke.
back
Right
down
there.
to earth.
It was 41, but who's counting? But we won't talk about how many points Anthony Davis had. That's just what he does. It doesn't really matter who he's up
He's
against.
gonna
but
get his. Yeah.
I think Timelord held his own out there in spurts.
Yeah.
And after the game, somebody asked Anthony Davis if they were surprised, if Timelord, was he surprised that Timelord got for the block? Let's take a look and see what he said.
You mentioned Robert Williams earlier. That first block he had, were you surprised he was able to get up and get it straight up?
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought he was going to go for the pump fake. He didn't, and I just tried to shoot it over him. He's good. I mean, he's talented. He's a good defensive player. Then he got another one on the other end late in the second half. So, I just tried to change it up a little bit, but I was very surprised he got the first one.
So right there you have it. He was a little bit surprised by it, and I think he was impressed. I don't think that Anthony Davis went into the game with a huge scouting report on Timelord.
Well, it's that younger guy. I mean, younger guys are undisciplined. They bid on every pump fake.
Right.
They have 3 fouls in their first 2 minutes. That
And
kind of
we
thing.
didn't know about the whole lineup and all the injuries and
Right.
everything that was going to transpire before the game. So, yeah.
Right. So I'm all in all impressed with the performance. I mean, Davis is going to get his, but you have to be at least encouraged by what you're seeing from Williams because he is slowly growing. He's maturing. He's saying the right things. He's, by all accounts, with his teammates, it sounds like they're all on board with the kid. They think that he's, a future star,
Big dog. They call
athletic.
Tatum called him Big Dog, which I'm all on board with. Time
big
Lord,
dog.
But, I mean, they're not expecting him to play
No.
25, 30 minutes. This is just for a couple game spurts during these injuries. So it's nice. It's a nice preview of kind of what's to come.
I mean, because you don't know what's going to happen with Horford. We were talking about it before this. I mean, you don't know if he's going to go down for an extended period of time.
Agreed.
You don't know if what's going to happen with any of the big guys, Tice or whether it's Baines, whatever it may be. You might need him for those minutes. So this is an important stretch for him to get that experience.
Right. It's a great
Even
test,
if he does get worked at points.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get better than Anthony Davis. I mean, that's where you want him to start and then go on from there. We don't know what's going to happen to Al Horford. We don't know how long he will be out. We'll have to wait and see. And in the meantime, we'll get a good dose of Robert Williams, and we'll see how he continues to progress here for the Celtics.